Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says there will be no rethinking on decisions on Article 370 and CAA despite pressure. Prime Minister launches 50 development projects worth over 1,250 crore rupees in Varanasi. Flags off Kashi Mahakaal Express train to link Varanasi, Ujjain and Omkareshwar. Government says India will do everything to assist people of China in their fight against novel coronavirus outbreak. India and Norway to strengthen bilateral cooperation to contain marine pollution. And Arvind Kejriwal takes oath as the Chief Minister of Delhi for the third time. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asserted that there will be no rethinking on decision on Article 370 and CAA Citizenship Amendment Act despite the pressure. Addressing a public rally in Padav area of Chandoli district, PM said his government took the decisions which was necessary in the interest of the country. Despite pressure, we stand by our decision and will remain so.
देश आज वो फैसले भी ले रहा है जो हमेशा पीछे छोड़ दिए जाते थे। जम्मू कश्मीर से आर्टिकल 370 हटाने का फैसला हो या फिर सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट एक्ट, बरसों से देश को इन फैसलों का इंतजार था। देश हित में ये फैसले जरूरी थे और दुनिया भर के सारे दबावों के बावजूद इन फैसलों पर हम कायम हैं और कायम रहेंगे।
On his day-long visit to his parliamentary constituency today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched 50 development projects worth more than 1,254 crore rupees. He also flagged off the Kashi Mahakaal Express to link Varanasi, Ujjain and Omkareshwar and dedicated to the nation the Pandit Deendayal Upadhyay Memorial Centre.
आज बाबा विश्वनाथ की नगरी को ओमकारेश्वर और महाकालेश्वर से जोड़ने वाली काशी महाकाल एक्सप्रेस को भी हरी झंडी दिखाई गई है। अब काशी में बाबा के दर्शन के बाद उज्जैन में महाकाल के दर्शन कर पाएंगे और इसी ट्रेन से आगे बढ़ते हुए इंदौर में ओमकारेश्वर में भी श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित कर पाएंगे।
At Padav area of Chandoli district, Prime Minister also unveiled the 63-feet statue of Pandit Deendayal Upadhyay. This is the largest statue of the leader in the country. After reaching his constituency today, Prime Minister participated in the closing ceremony of the centenary celebration of Sri Jagadguru Vishwa Aradhya Gurukul. He released the translated version of the Sri Siddhant Shikhamani Granth in 19 languages and launched a mobile app of the Granth. Late in the afternoon, while inaugurating the Kashi Ek Roop Anek, a cultural arts and handicrafts extravaganza at the Deendayal Hastakala Sankul in Varanasi, PM said that the government is providing technical support and global exposure to traditional handicrafts and art products of the country, which have always been a strength and will play an important role in achieving the goal of 5 trillion economy. Mr. Modi said that this year's union budget has cleared the priorities of government and it has drawn a roadmap for development of industry and wealth creators of the country. More from a correspondent.
Prime Minister reached his constituency after a gap of more than 6 months and people of Varanasi thronged to the roads to welcome their leader. The long-awaited visit of Prime Minister resulted in a gift of various development projects for the city. The projects which PM launched today includes a 430-bed super speciality hospital, a 74-bed psychiatry hospital and Center for Vedic Research at Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya BHU. PM Modi also inaugurated the Chowka Ghat Lehartara overbridge in the city, which will ease the traffic near railway station. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Varanasi.
India has expressed its solidarity with the Chinese people and the government of China in the fight against the outbreak of novel coronavirus COVID-19. In a statement, Indian Ambassador to China Vikram Misri said India will do everything within its means to assist the people of China in this time of difficulty. He said the government of India is soon providing a consignment of medical supplies to aid and assist China in tackling this outbreak. He said this is a concrete measure which will fully demonstrate the goodwill, solidarity and friendship of the people and government of India with the Chinese people. Meanwhile, the Union Health Ministry has constituted central teams of experts for examination of villages bordering Nepal for novel coronavirus infection. according to the Ministry of Villages bordering Nepal in the states of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Sikkim and West Bengal will be inspected by central teams for community-level information, education, communication activities for novel coronavirus. 5 separate teams of doctors from the National Center for Disease Control, Safdarjung Hospital, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, among others, have been set up. On the other hand, final test reports of all 406 people who are at the Indo-Tibetan Border Police ITBP quarantine facility in Chawla, New Delhi found negative. These people had travelled from Wuhan, China. The dispersal of people from the ITBP center will commence from tomorrow afternoon onwards based on advisory of the Ministry of Health with due medical procedures and protocols. The group includes 7 persons from Maldives who were taken to the ITBP facility on the 1st and 2nd of this month. There are also 7 children, including an infant, in the group. 2 more Indians on board a quarantine cruise ship Diamond Princess off the coast of Japan have tested positive for the novel coronavirus. The Indian Embassy in Japan said it has assured that it will provide all possible assistance to its nationals on the ship to return home after they test negative. Earlier, 3 Indian crew members tested positive for the virus and are receiving treatment. The total number of people infected with COVID-19 on the ship rose to 355 today. In China, the officials today said the death toll from the coronavirus outbreak has climbed to 1,665. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said the simplified tax compliance regime will be rolled out by April 1st this year. Addressing economists and experts as part of Jan Jan Ka budget held in Hyderabad, the minister directed senior officials to conduct district-level interactions in person to clear all GST-related issues of traders and industry people. The finance minister also said the state governments are also on board with the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, CBIC, and the state governments also have the responsibility to create awareness about GST. The finance minister said that many aspects have been taken into consideration before imposing cess and taxes in the budget 2020-21. Minister made it clear that the 5% cess on imports of medical equipment is applicable on only those equipment which are also produced in India. She further said the cess collected will be spent on creating medical infrastructure like hospitals in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities in the country. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. India and Norway have decided to strengthen the bilateral cooperation in the field of environment and climate change, particularly in the field of marine pollution. The joint statement issued after the meeting between Union Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar and his Norwegian counterpart at the Mahatma Mandir at Gandhinagar in Gujarat today said India has initiated ocean dialogue with Norway to address the problem of marine plastic litter. Speaking to media, Mr. Prakash Javadekar said year 2020 will be the super year for environment.
India cooperates with many countries on different initiatives. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has already formed 2 alliances, a solar alliance and also CDRI, Disaster Resilient Initiative. It's an industry transition track because industries ultimately will have to emit less. उनसे प्रदूषण भी कम हो और carbon emission भी कम हो.
Both the countries discuss ways to ensure that the coming decade will be of rapid global action on environment. India and Norway have also formed joint working groups on blue economy with sustainable development. Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal today took oath as the Chief Minister of Delhi for the 3rd time. Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal administered the oath of office in secrecy to Mr. Kejriwal and 6 cabinet ministers at the Ramlila Maidan in the national capital. Mr. Kejriwal has retained all the cabinet ministers who were part of his last government. They are Manish Sisodia, Satyendra Jain, Gopal Rai, Kailash Gehlot, Imran Hussain and Rajendra Gautam. Later addressing the gathering, Mr. Kejriwal said he wants to work with the centre to make Delhi #1 city. Home Minister Amit Shah today lauded the contribution and sacrifice of Delhi Police towards the country's development. Addressing the 73rd Raising Day Parade of Delhi Police in New Delhi this morning, Mr. Shah said Delhi Police has initiated the Smart Policing Scheme, Dial 112 scheme under the Nirbhaya Fund and have also started the National Cyber Forensic Lab to help citizens from cyber crimes. He said over 35,000 policemen have laid their lives for the security of the nation. The Home Minister said Prime Minister Narendra Modi acknowledged the sacrifices of these policemen and built a National Police Memorial in Delhi. The National Institute of Technology, NIT, Trichy, Tamil Nadu has developed Thirumathikart, a mobile app for SAG self-help group products. The application was developed in coordination with the Union Department of Science and Technology. The main objective of the app is to empower women and help them access market opportunities in a seamless manner. The platform will also enable self-help groups to showcase their products to a wider audience. Moving on to a special series on the nationwide campaign on Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat program aims to establish cultural exchanges between people of different regions to further human bonding and a common approach to nation building. In this program, Gujarat is paired with Chhattisgarh. A report from our correspondent.
Around 35 students from Gujarat visited Chhattisgarh in last month as part of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat program. Students visited education institutes along with tourist places as part of their tour. Talking to AIR, Rashnikant Suthar, coordinator Nehru Yuva Kendra, said the purpose of the visit was to strengthen the bond between the two pair states.
दोनों स्टेट में बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस क्या है, इसके बारे में एक दूसरे का अनुभव हो सके। आदान प्रदान के माध्यम से सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम भी आयोजित किया गया। ये सब युवाओं को एक दूसरे राज्य की अच्छी प्रैक्टिस और अच्छी चीज जानकारी मिले, इसलिए हमने कुछ फील्ड विजिट का प्रोग्राम किया, कुछ लेक्चर्स भी ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया। हमारी ड्यूटी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है, एकता कैसे बनाए रखना, उसके बारे में भी हम सबको बताया। एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत के उपरांत नक्सल प्रभावित जिलाओं में से जो युवा है उनको भी गुजरात में ला करके ट्राइबल यूथ एक्शन प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया। 4 बार करीब 1000 युवाओं को उसमें फायदा हुआ है।
अपर्णा खुन, AR न्यूज, अहमदाबाद।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the 13th Conference of Parties of the Convention on the Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals at Gandhinagar in Gujarat tomorrow. Representatives from 130 countries, eminent conservationists and international NGOs working in the field of wildlife conservation will be attending the Conference of Parties. Numerous national and international organizations will showcase best practices in wildlife conservation in the exhibition area in the COP, which will go on till 22nd of this month. As the host, India shall be designated the president for the next 3 years. President Ramnath Kovind will be on a 2-day visit to the Union Territory of Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu from tomorrow. The President will lay the foundation stone and inaugurate various development projects during his visit. He will also inaugurate the Jampur Seafront Road from the Moti Daman Jetty to Jampur Beach and an Ayushman Bharat Wellness Center in Daman. Jammu and Kashmir administration has asked several administrative heads of different departments to visit various cities across the country in a bid to woo potential investors to participate in the JK Global Investor Summit 2020. The visits will begin from tomorrow and will continue up to March 9th, during which the administrative heads of different departments will visit cities including Kolkata, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai and Ahmedabad. In Yemen, at least 31 people have been killed in airstrikes by the Saudi-led coalition yesterday. The United Nations office in Yemen said preliminary field reports indicated that as many as 31 civilians were killed and 12 others injured in strikes that hit Al-Haija area in Al-Jawaf province. Indian athletes finished with 3 medals in different categories in the World Snowshoe Championships in Moko, Japan today. According to a tournament official, Ayan bin Shehnaz bagged silver, while Zain Ali and Muzammil Hussain Mir, all are from Kashmir, bagged bronze medals in their respective categories. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says there will be no rethinking on decisions on Article 370 and CAA despite pressure. Prime Minister launches 50 development projects worth over 1,250 crore rupees in Varanasi, flags of Kashi Mahakaal Express train to link Varanasi, Ujjain and Omkareshwar. Government says India will do everything to assist people of China in the fight against novel coronavirus outbreak. India and Norway to strengthen bilateral cooperation to contain marine pollution. And Arvind Kejriwal takes oath as the Chief Minister of Delhi for the 3rd time. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.